What is up, comic fam? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today I'm going to be talking Watchmen and showing off this amazing collector set that I've got in that I've been so excited about getting to share with everybody. Before I dive into any of this, check this out. Huge thank you to Big Time Collectibles for sponsoring the channel and the monthly Legion Loot giveaway for the channel members. Be sure to check them out at bigtimecollectibles.com. You can also follow them on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned this Thursday for an epic Big Time Collectibles mystery box battle, the Miko Suyan edition. That will be live at 8 p.m. and will feature tons of great faces that you'll recognize from the community, including DJ Links, Nick's Kicks and Comics, Panda Awesome 316, Sector 2815, the C-List Villain's very own E-Man, as well as Southern Comic Geek. You do not want to miss this. It'll be a great time, as well as a live giveaway during the show. And if you need anything cleaned or pressed, hit up Justin Comics on Instagram. Use that promo code WeAreLegion and take advantage of the special offer he's running right now. All right, so let's get into it. Like I said, today we're going to be talking Watchmen and showing off this amazing HeroClix collector set. This has got to be the nicest HeroClix merchandise I have ever seen. If you follow the channel, you saw that I unboxed that giant Spectre statue that's actually HeroClix, and it is amazing. But I think the packaging and the presentation on this really takes the cake. But before we get into that, let's do a quick history lesson on what is Watchmen. So back in the early 80s, DC Comics bought out Charlton Comics. They had a slew of characters that were brought over to the DC Comics universe. Alan Moore was writing for DC Comics at the time and wanted to do a story featuring these Charlton Comics characters, including characters like Captain Atom, Peacemaker, and so forth. But they did not allow him to move forward with his story using those characters, as they had plans for him going into current DC Comics continuity and didn't want the vision that Alan had for him kind of jading their plans. So what did Alan do? Well, in 1986, he wrote one of the most long-standing, famous, and prolific comics of the time with Watchmen. It was a 12-issue maxi series featuring characters that were brand new to it. They were just analogs for those existing Charlton Comics characters. Instead of Captain Atom, we got Dr. Manhattan. Instead of Peacemaker, we got the Comedian, and so on. The list goes on. But that story was groundbreaking. It really deconstructed superheroes in a way that had never been done before, and numerous times has been attempted to repeat since then. But DC has held on to this property, and they have kept it in the limelight through what's pretty much controversial means if you really look at it. Alan Moore and DC Comics' relationship was pretty much severed because of the way that DC handled this situation. And since then, we've gotten things like Before Watchmen, we've gotten the feature film of Watchmen, the HBO TV show. We had Jeff Johns a few years ago revisit Watchmen with Doomsday Clock and bring it into current DC Comics continuity. But in between all of that, HeroClix, the tabletop board game, which I've just fallen back in love with since like 15 years ago, they did a special edition collector's box set commemorating the movie itself. So that's what I have here today. I'd love to show it off and let you check it out. It's amazing. So let's just go ahead and show it. So I got to do a little tricky holding here because there is a dust jacket on it. So this is the actual box set right here. It is massive. It is great quality. And I do have a little snippet where I can actually get into it and show you more. But first off, I wanted a big thank you to Shattered Glass Comic Review, aka Ready for Wednesday, aka Tyler of Whack Comics, for letting me know that this existed and showing me he has one as well. And it was an absolute delight to chase it down. So big thank you to Tyler. And let's check out the close-up of it. So let's go ahead and look at the exterior of the box. And it is a hard box. It's got this awesome semi-dust jacket on it. It shows this amazing, vibrant yellow spine. Like, I love that solid yellow, Watchmen yellow. The back of it has a little preview of what's inside. Not everything included on it, but it's definitely enough to get you excited. It's got the cool graphics behind all the characters with who watches the Watchmen. And one thing that I noticed, it's from NECA. You know, NECA does definite high quality stuff. So let's get this sleeve off. And let's see what we're left with. You still have that amazing yellow spine on it. You start seeing some of the little design and the scratches. It's like the same pattern and design that they used for the box set. You can see inside of the black is some clockwork images and little cogs and stuff when you catch it in the light. Then on the back, you have that awesome Who Watches the Watchmen, and it looks tainted. It looks It looks used but not abused kind of thing, which is an awesome style to it. And then when you get to this spine is when you start to get inside, you just kind of give it a little thumb up there, and it's got a magnet inside. And you can also see the Doomsday Clock on there in the light. And then it just opens right on up to this amazingness. So inside of it, what you have is right down the middle, they didn't waste any space. You have a checklist of what's inside of it, again with that really cool logo. And you have the Who Watches the Watchmen in the proper font there. But you have a lot of figures. There's so many. From, oh, look at me, there's me. See if I can get this without all the reflection. So we're gonna have to take this out. This is the first time me taking the plastic out too. There we go. These, dude, it's just amazing the way that it displays. This is the very high end. It feels like felt on there. But without taking each individual piece off, you have the double pieces with Rorschach, as well as Night Owl #2, Silk Spectre #2, and Dr. Manhattan. Single Night Owl, Dr. Manhattan on Mars with his little meditation with the giant clock behind him, a single Rorschach. Then we have the Comedian, Silk Spectre 2, and Ozymandias right there. And then some of the more deluxe ones. We have Bubastis, which is Ozymandias' Liger. You have the Intrinsic Field, which I think is one of the cool ones. You can see his little skeleton in there getting evaporated pretty much. And then the mega figure, their giant figure of Dr. Manhattan. You got all the character cards inside, which are crucial to playing tournament mode games. I'm still like just simply playing recreationally. So I play with old figures, new figures, whatever, and we just kind of make it work. The other one, you have Hooded Justice, the first comedian from the Minutemen era. Silk Spectre 1, which was Laurie Strode's mom. Captain Metropolis, Walter Kovacs with his sign up, but it even has the end is nigh on it. That's awesome. We have a Night Owl with the winter suit on. See, then you have a 2-pack with Night Owl and the Comedian, Ozymandias with Bubastis. Let's see, who do we have here? We have Big Figure right there with one of his henchmen, it looks like. Big Figure and his 2 henchmen, I'm sorry. Going down the checklist here, Top Knot is on there. And what is that other guy's name? Moloch, I believe, who was the villain of the guys, and he actually made an appearance in the movie. Then just some thugs. But it's really, really cool. Definite awesome box set. Completely excited to have it. Big Watchmen fan. And I definitely plan on getting these out and using them in some gameplay. I heard just from some forums and stuff that these figures can be definite overpower, but I'm still like so green around the gills when it comes to like the proper gameplay anymore that it really doesn't mean much to me. I've played like 3 games since I got back into it, and I haven't won a single one. Even my 4-year-old son beat me with the dice roll. So that's the close-up of it. As you can see, dude, the packaging on this is phenomenal. They've got a lot of characters in it. The only thing that really breaks my heart is they do not have Night Owl #1, Hollis Mason. And there's the issue where you find his untimely ending. But that would have really just set it off, having the complete Minutemen set, which is the team that predated the Watchmen in the continuity of the Watchmen universe. But it is a fantastic box set. Be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of it. What was your favorite piece? What do you think of the Watchmen story, the movie? Did you enjoy the HBO show that continued from it? Are you a fan of Doomsday Clock, as I am? All that stuff, just definitely start some dialogue down below. Would love to hear back from everybody. And a big thank you to anybody who watched the video. Be sure to consider subscribing to the channel and think about joining the channel. That little blue button down below that says join. You can become a channel member and support the channel even farther and take advantage of some of the benefits that come with it, like the loyalty badges, the custom emojis, getting entered into that monthly giveaway sponsored by Big Time Collectibles. Would love to have you on. And as always, until next time, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.